Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my first trimester recap. I'm currently 19 weeks, so this video is long overdue. I'm currently like in my 4 weeks into my second trimester, and I'm already experiencing like a lot of stuff that I want to share as well. But before I make a video on that, I wanted to just go over everything that I went through my first trimester, just all my symptoms, things that I used to help me, and just like cool apps that I downloaded to track my pregnancy as well. Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to make a disclaimer that just because the things I experienced doesn't mean that you're going to experience those, and the things that you experience doesn't mean that I'm going to experience as well. Every pregnancy is different, every mom is different, so I'm just sharing my journey. So this is my first pregnancy, so I'm going to be a first-time mom, and I'm super excited. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. So I got my first ultrasound, I think I was 12 weeks when I got my first ultrasound. So I want to show you guys photos from my first ultrasound. Jackson, sorry, that's my pet dog. Come here, Jackie, want to say hi? Come here. Say hi to the peeps. Say hi to the peeps. Jackson has been such a good boy. When I don't feel well and I'm just laying on the couch and I'm sad, he comes and comforts me and makes sure I'm good. And he's been super protective too. I don't know if any of you guys else have dogs. I'm sure someone does. But do you notice that your dog gets super protective once they notice that you're pregnant? Right, Jackie? Aren't you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Okay, so I was going to show you guys my first ultrasound photos, and I got these around 12 weeks. I'm probably just going to show you 2 of them just because the other ones you can't really make out what it is. So this one is like a profile photo of my little baby. Look at the little baby. And that's just the face and the belly. And then Jackson, I'm trying to show the peeps some stuff. Okay, and then this one is of the baby's hand, and how cute is that? All curled up. Oh, so cute. And let's see here, Jackie, I'm trying to do something, buddy. And then this one's of the foot, but it's blurry. Jackson. Jackie. Okay. And then this one's of the foot, but it's very blurry, so you can't really like tell. So yeah, I got those around 12 weeks, and for that I was actually kind of nervous because they said that I would probably have to do it transvaginally first before they do it outside, but I guess the baby was higher enough that they didn't have to go inside. They can just do it over the belly, so that was pretty neat. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to share with you guys. I guess I can show you guys my bump, but I don't know if I have a picture of me 12 weeks because I haven't been the greatest at taking bump pics, but I'm trying to do better. I can show you guys what my bump looks like now, but it won't be pretty accurate because I am 19 weeks. But this is the baby bump. Oh, this is just when I burnt myself when I was younger, but yeah, there's the baby. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. So I first found out I was pregnant at around 5 weeks, and I found out right away because I was like 4 days late on my period, and my period's always on time. I always track it on my phone, on my health app, and when it was like coming to be like the second to last day and I didn't get my period, I was like, all right, something's up. And I took a pregnancy test and it showed up right away, and I was just shocked. It was definitely a surprise, but honestly it has been such a great blessing, and we're super excited. So yeah, like right after finding out I was pregnant and taking that test, it was weird. Like literally 2 days later I immediately started to experience like pregnancy symptoms, and the first one was nausea. I would just kind of feel very sick and feel like I have to like vomit all the time. And that was like my biggest battle during like my first trimester. I dealt with nausea from the time of like 5 weeks up to when I was like 16 or 17 weeks. 16 weeks. But the worst of it ended when I was around 14 weeks, and then I had a little bit of it going into my second trimester. But yeah, and it was morning sickness, but it wasn't just morning sickness, it lasted all day. The worst part was in the mornings. I would just wake up feeling really sick, and what kind of helped me to help with like the nausea, I would make like fruit smoothies, just so I could like guarantee I had some sort of like fruits and vegetables, like some sort of nutrients for the baby. And that was like the only thing I could drink in the morning, and I didn't put anything special. It was just like any kind of fruit and kale and spinach, and then I had a collagen powder, which I'm gonna link down in the description below, but I wouldn't recommend you to take it unless if you spoke with your doctor. It's just like a vitamin that just helps with your skin, and I just wanted to take that because I know your skin changes a lot during pregnancy with stretching and stuff, so I wanted to make sure I was adding something to help that. So yeah, that was my first big symptom, was nausea, and I dealt with that really hard because also it would just be randomly during the day, and after eating something I would feel sick. I never actually threw up. It was just I would feel so sick that I just couldn't like eat anything. The next thing that hit me crazy was like being tired. And let me tell you something, pregnancy tired is a whole nother level. You could sleep and you can nap all day and you would wake up still feeling so exhausted. Like I have never been that exhausted in my life, and I'm someone who's always on the go, constantly doing something. I'm working, and then after work I'm constantly like, I'm either going to the gym or I'm cleaning or I'm doing something. Like I'm always on the go, and literally for me being so tired with being pregnant, I would just spend my entire weekend in bed all day sleeping, and I would feel like I didn't do anything productive, which I didn't, but hey, you're growing a human, so like rest up. But yeah, being tired has been like another big one. Like I never have ever been that exhausted in my life. Another thing that started was headaches with me being tired, but I think that also had to deal with like the amount of water I was drinking. I noticed if I kind of have a day that I didn't drink a lot of water, the next day I would just have the worst headaches. And sometimes I would drink a lot of water and I would still just have the worst headaches. I don't know, it just honestly all depend. Other things, peeing, that started increasing, probably from me drinking more water. That was another thing. I would have cramping on my like stomach, and a lot of it was like on my lower stomach, and when I read about that, that was just kind of like, you know, baby growing and stuff like that. I don't know, I don't remember what all the details said, but like they said that it was normal. It wasn't severe, it would just be random sharp cramps here and there, but they said that was normal. If anything was to get worse, to contact the doctor, but nothing got worse. I didn't experience bleeding or spotting, which they said I would, but I didn't at all. Just like that. Like some people are different with that. Oh, another thing, and this is probably TMI, but we're just gonna be real here. Vaginal cramps. It would just down there, and it still happens now, but I'll talk about that in my second trimester video. It just cramps down there. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's one of those things like you just know when you know. It's just a very sharp, uncomfortable pain, and sometimes it would just go like all the way back to my butt. I don't know, it's just like it's not unbearable, it's just very uncomfortable, and it just hits you randomly and it hurts, and yeah. Another thing is dizziness. I would just kind of feel dizzy, but that's probably due to sometimes when I was just really nauseous and I didn't eat a lot. So I think the dizziness came from that. Acne, I broke out so much because my hormones were just all over the place. Like, I broke out a lot. My skin has been doing a lot better lately, but yeah, I broke out a lot, like so bad, and I was just, it was just not fun. And also with like your hormones being all over the place, another thing that was crazy that I experienced, like I was just so emotional, but then I'll just be really angry, and then I'll be really sad, and then like your hormones are just all over the place, so like you never knew what mood I would be in, and that was another thing. I was just a mess, an emotional mess. Congestion and shortness of breath. So I'm a person who has really bad allergies already, and I work, so I also have to wear those face masks, which are a pain in the butt. So it's like me having really bad allergies, I can't already like breathe as it is, I'm always congested and short of breath, having to wear those masks, and then on top of that, like that increasing because of you being pregnant, I just suffer a lot. Like I can't breathe. I think I'm doing better with the congestion, but the shortness of breath and just being able to breathe was like horrible. The congestion was so horrible. I had to blow my nose so many times during the day. It was horrible, and I was just miserable because I had to wear my face mask too, and that was not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, I had sore boobs, and my boobs like grew overnight, and they were so huge, and they were really sore, which also has to do with like your hormones and stuff like that. Another thing is just like increased anxiety, but I don't know if that's could be hormone related. I don't know. I think that's just the fact of you being pregnant for the first time on like did not plan for it, so just with me being very like anxious a lot about things. But honestly, I don't really have anxiety anymore. I just kind of pray about it, and I just trust to know that God's gonna work everything out and everything will be fine. But you still get your little moments where you're just like, I'm a mom, like what am I gonna do kind of thing. How am I supposed to raise a child in this crazy world? But it's okay, everything will be okay. I think everyone just kind of always like worry, especially being like a first time mom. Oh, vivid dreams, that started towards probably yeah, the ending of my first trimester. I started having very vivid dreams and wild dreams that I just don't even want to repeat, that were just weird and uncomfortable, but very vivid. They literally felt so real. Like you could feel the emotions. You'll wake up feeling those emotions, and it's like, I don't know, it was very intense dreams, and I don't know, they're so weird that you don't want to share them. But I'm sure if you are a mom too, and you've been pregnant, and if you watch these and you have really weird vivid dreams, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's see, next would probably be cravings. I guess I had cravings. I felt like I didn't have much or anything weird. Actually, what was weird for me, one of the things I craved was hot dogs, and I'm not a person really who eats hot dogs or really likes hot dogs. If I'm like at a barbecue or something, then I usually eat them then, but like I'm not someone who would like make hot dogs, and I craved hot dogs and corn dogs, and I wanted it drenched in mustard. And I just, yeah, that was one thing that was weird for me because I did not like hot dogs. I craved a lot of sour candies during my first trimester, so I loved all of the Skittles and all the sweet tarts, all those sour stuff, which is another thing. I was never a big candy eater or sweets eater, but I wanted it. Yeah, I think that's all my symptoms, all my cravings. Another thing is I didn't really gain any weight my first trimester, which they said that is normal. So that was another thing I wanted to mention. I'm not sure if that's changed yet because I haven't weighed myself since my last appointment with my doctor, and I think I was 16 weeks when I saw her, so I'm anxious to see like what if I've gained any or not. So I think that's it for symptoms and cravings, and now I'm going to share with you guys the apps that I downloaded when I found out I was pregnant. The first one is called the Hi Mommy app, and I'll have these linked down in the description box down below, so that way you guys can download these if you want. And the first one, it just basically gives you like updates every day as if your baby is speaking to you. So today I'm 19 weeks and 3 days, and like for my thing today it says, "Mommy, your expanding belly will be a test for your skin." I don't know, it just like talks or leaves little notes, and sometimes they're really cute and sometimes they're just like facts. And they also have one that's for a Hi Daddy app, so that way the dad can kind of be connected with the baby as well. And the app does a bunch of other cool things as well. It has like a little journal that you can write in every day. I haven't done that, and I think I want to start. You can add bump pics. It tells you tips on things to eat and not eat. You can share your weight, track your count, your kicks and contractions. That's another thing. Another app I downloaded a bunch of apps. Another app I downloaded is Ovia Pregnancy, and I love this one because it shows you, like, it compares the, like what your baby's hands and feet will be like when they're born. And then it has like, you can choose whatever color, and then it just shows you what. Okay, I'm back now. It timed out. So I was talking about the Ovia Pregnancy app, and basically it shows you what the baby's hands and feet would be when they're born, and then you pick like a certain color to then track what your baby's, like, her hand and foot size is as well, like during that week. And then it tells you like what the baby size is and all of that, and it has just little health articles that you can read, which are pretty nice. Another app is Bump, and it pretty much does the same thing, tracks like what the baby size is and gives you like little articles and stuff on there as well. And then we have the Pregnancy Plus app. Yeah, I wasn't kidding, I downloaded a bunch of apps, and I like this one because it shows you kind of like what the baby looks like in like the womb. Maybe I should show you guys. So it kind of shows like what the baby looks like right now in the room, and it's pretty cool. That's another favorite. Here, I'll go back and show you the Ovia app. So like I said, I'm 19 weeks and 3 days, so this is what my baby's hands looks like. So the gray is what they will be when they're born, and the yellow is what they are now. And then this is what my baby's feet will look like when they're born, and then this is just what they are now. And then it just shows you like what the vegetable is this week that they are. So mine's the size of a zucchini. And then, like I said, that has little articles and everything. And those have been like my top 4 favorite apps, just to kind of track and read fun articles on that as well. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Oh, I also did want to mention, around I think 14 or 15 weeks, I didn't feel kicks, but I felt flutters, and that was like such like a great feeling, because I remember I was at work and I was just like walking back, and like it was almost like a tickle, and I laughed and I was like, whoa, like, because it just took me off guard, and then I started crying. But like it was just such a good feeling, feeling those little flutters. Another thing in my first trimester, I think as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started to make sure I moisturize my belly a lot, just because I didn't want to get any stretch marks. And I already have other stretch marks, but that's not like from pregnancy, that's just from growing into my woman body and just kind of when I was younger, so, and working out and muscles and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I've been making sure I like moisturize, keep my boobs and my belly and just my body moisturized, just to prevent any more stretch marks. And I've just been using this like whipped shea butter and coconut oil, and I'll see if I can link it down in the description box as well. It's just like from a brand called Biggs and Featherbell, and it's just like a local company here in like Pennsylvania and Maryland, and they make all natural things. And this has raw shea butter, virgin coconut oil, lemon essential oil, and vitamin E. And I'm almost out. Like I'm about to hit pan there. I've used it for the past like 2 months because I was actually gifted this for my birthday, but before that I had my own like shea butters and then my own coconut oil. I just had that separately, so I would just kind of use both, but then someone got me this for my birthday and I've been loving using this. And I would recommend that to start now, just so your skin's like prepared if you want to prevent having stretch marks or getting additional stretch marks. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I probably rambled a lot, but I wanted to make sure I covered everything. All the apps that I mentioned and that supplement I mentioned earlier, I'll have that linked in the description box down below, so you guys can check those apps out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so that way you don't miss an upload. I am going to be posting my probably a 14 to 20 week update video, just because I don't want to make a whole second trimester recap. I feel like that's just going to be such a bulky video, kind of like what this one is right now. So I have so much I want to share already, being just 4 weeks into my second trimester. So definitely stay tuned for that video. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You can follow me on Instagram at Javeebs, and I'll have all of that linked down in the description box down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.